ladies, Your Majesty, may I please introduce Sir Jeffrey Hitchcock, our marshal this day. Give cheers for Sir Jeffrey Hitchcock. He is riding upon he's riding upon Moro. This is an 8-year-old gray Spanish stallion. Now, lords and ladies, with all of your cheers, these horses will do better. Same with the jousters.
Good afternoon, everyone. How fare you all today? Your Majesty? Welcome, everyone.
Now, Jeffrey Marshall will be helping us with the scoring and will help me with the rules because I am merely a woman who knows not much stuff. Speaking of not knowing things, here we got some knights coming out here. Ladies and gentlemen, riding upon Lucas, we've got Chevalier Jean-Pierre de Lorient. If you want some gold, Your Majesty, he does dabble in alchemy. Look at that shiny metal. Beautiful riding.
Which one are we?
Oh, indeed. Well, excellent. Well. Now, my lords and ladies, I would like to take this time to introduce our second and final jouster. This is Sir James Hill riding upon Loretta. He's craving a challenge, and he's also kind of a goofball. He is usually a foot combat tournamenter, but he is transitioning to jousting. In fact, this is his first year upon the horse. My lord, please reverence your feet. Are you riding for England, Sir James? Aye, indeed. Would you like a favor from Her Majesty?
This is what I used to do when I was in Jean-Pierre!
Good horses. Good horses. Good Loretta. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir James Hill getting favor from the Queen herself. My lords and ladies, are you ready to see a great show today? These two jousters are actually going to be competing for the grand prize of honor for the Queen. And we're doing a competition that will last throughout the entire run. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, come back next Sunday to crown the final victor. Each of these games, they will be performing 3 different games, tournament games for the marshal. Each of these games will be awarded points for their different skill, and then they will have a combined score and add it to the joust. You guys ready to do this? Excellent. So Jeffrey, would you like to elaborate on Her Majesty's favor?
You will see 3 martial skill games today, and then the joust. The first of the 3 martial skills is jousting at the rings, also called tilting at the rings or ring spearing. You'll see upon the field at the tilt 3 stands carrying 3 yellow rings. Each knight will make 2 runs at those rings trying to spear his lance through the center of the ring and carry all 3. He will get 1 point if he dislodges the ring from its holder, and 2 points if he takes it upon his spear and carries it to the end of the field. There is a total of 6 points possible in this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see these horses ride? Excellent. Looks like Jean-Pierre has taken his spear already. Sorry, I got really excited when I saw him grab the spear. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like James Hill is going to be riding first. I want you to pick the knight that you are wanting to cheer for and scream loud on your mic. Yes, yes, give him love, my lords and ladies, Sir James Hill.
Who's ready, Sir James? At your leisure. Oh, unfortunately, no points for Sir James. All three rings remain hanging.
This is a rather difficult game.
It's especially difficult in armor.
And with the galloping of the horse.
Whenever you're ready, Chevalier.
There he goes. Cheer him on, ladies and gentlemen. Huzzah!
One ring dislodged, one ring taken. 3 points for the Chevalier.
Are you pleased? Excellent, well. My lords and ladies, are you pleased? Would you like to see them make another pass? All right, let's reset those rings. Looks like we are good. Sir James Hill, upon you're ready. Cheer him on, my lords and ladies.
Come on, Mama. Come on, Loretta. Yes.
James Hill, James Hill, James Hill, James Hill, James Hill, James Hill. He just acquired a ring, ladies.
One ring, 2 points for Sir James.
2 points for Sir James. All right, we're going to reset that ring.
It's just the rings. It's okay. Don't worry. I know you're excited, but
Chevalier, we are ready when you are. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Chevalier? The louder you cheer, the faster he rides.
Well done, Chevalier.
Well done.
2 rings taken, 1 ring dislodged. 5 points for the Chevalier.
Huzzah!
Only 1 point away from maximum score on that run.
Amazing. Well done. Let's give 3 cheers for the Chevalier. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Well done, sir. My Lord Marshal,
Yes.
do you know what the tally is for that game?
We will find out. I will confer with my scorekeeper.
Excellent, well. Ladies and gentlemen, are you having a good time?
The score as such stands with the Chevalier at 8 points and Sir James at 2 points. Sir James has some points to make up.
Some catching up to do. Well, you know what he can catch up on is our second game, which is tent pegging. Ladies and gentlemen, what this is the knight will ride along the targets upon the ground, these 3 red targets. Can everyone see them? If you can't, you might want to stand up or get a little higher in your seat. And attempt to stab and carry one of them on his spear until the end of the run in order to earn a point. As before, each of these knights are going to make 2 passes. So keep that in mind. Marshall, would you like to elaborate on the scoring?
As you said, each knight will take 2 runs at these targets. He will try to spear one and carry it on his spear. If he touches one target, he will get 1 point. If he carries a target, he will get 2 points. But he must carry it all the way to the end of the field and stop.
Excellent, well, and there are 3 targets here. Is there a reason for that?
Each knight has his opportunity or his choice to take one of the 3 targets. The further away the target is, each knight has a little bit more opportunity to settle his horse and get into the rhythm of the run.
Excellent, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see Sir James Hill? Cheer him on! Oh!
1 point for a touch for Sir James.
Congratulations, Sir James, 1 point. This is very difficult. That spear is pretty tiny, and so are those targets. This helps the jousters get to pinpointing and seeing how easily they can get a very small target. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Chevalier Jean-Pierre Delayon. Oh.
1 point for a touch for Jean-Pierre.
Good job, Jean-Pierre. You're resetting the targets. Are you guys impressed or what? Yeah. What? What was that? You're so impressed. I love it.
This is much
Make sure
harder
you're
than it
staying
looks.
behind the rope. You're doing a good job. I'm just reminding you. Hey, mistress back there with the bag that's looking into the bag. We've got a parent
Young
on
miss.
that kid. Can we get her behind the rope, please? Behind the rope. Behind the
Young
rope.
miss.
Take your bag.
Yeah, if you
Put it
could
behind the rope.
Just a little bit back.
Excellent.
That's good.
Keep your arms and legs behind the rope at all times.
All right, Loretta, you ready to do this?
Hi, my lords and ladies. Sir James Hill is going to make his second pass. We are clear to go. Ladies and gentlemen, cheer him on! Yeah!
And a carry for Sir James, 2 points.
That is what we're talking about. 2 points? Is that 2 points?
2 points I award
Yeah,
to James.
huzzah, good
2 points
job.
for a carry.
Just waiting on that target, Chevalier, so. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our ground crew squiring it up. Picking a good spot.
It was Sangria.
My lords and ladies, Jean-Pierre! Oh!
1 point for a touch for Sir Jean-Pierre. You'll need to try a little harder next time, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you like that? Eh?
For those having successfully completed both their runs, I will confer with my scorekeeper and give you an update.
I'm so thirsty. Anyone? Beer. Give me a beer. Anyone? Your Majesty.
Don't go away yet.
Shouldn't beg in front of
we
Her
have
Majesty.
for the ground target or tent pegging, we have 2 points for Sir Jean-Pierre and 3 points for Sir James. That brings us to a
Congratulations!
total of 10 points for the Chevalier and 5 points for Sir James.
Closing that gap, Sir James. Good job.
Makes me pretty excited.
You got 5 more points to get. Don't worry, we'll have Her Majesty distract. Yeah, the French guy.
Yeah.
You like that? Oh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I shouldn't talk out of turn. At least she's smiling, ladies and gentlemen. I might have my neck tonight. Are you ready to have the third and final tournament game? After this tournament of games, we will then have the joust. So let's get to the third and final game. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be called the cut and thrust. The way this works is, you see, we're putting cabbages up on these stakes. These cabbages are representing someone's head, if you know what I mean, Your Majesty. And these knights will have to run along the cabbages, and the first cabbage swing with a backhand of their sword, cutting it. And it's called a cut and thrust because then with the second cabbage, they will then thrust their sword forward, capturing it upon the edge of their sword and carrying it to the end of the tilt. This is a challenge, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'll describe the scoring very briefly, if I may.
Please do, Sir Jeffrey.
Each target carries a value of 1 point each. For a successful backhand cut to the first target, I'll award 1 point. For a successful thrust to the second target, I'll also award 1 point. If the knight were to carry the second target on the tip of his sword, he will get an additional point for a total of 3. So the maximum points in this game is 3 points.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see this final game? Move out of the way. Get your cameras ready, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, riding first is Sir James Hill.
Go, Sir James!
Our English champion.
English champion!
We have 1 point for a successful cut to the first cabbage.
Did we mention that
1
it's
point
his
for Sir James.
First year jousting. Let's give a round of applause for Sir James Hill for that valiant effort. resetting the cabbage.
Yeah, okay, we know you love this.
Ooh, he did cut it, didn't he? It just didn't. All right. My lords and ladies, we now have Jean-Pierre. Let's hear it for France. Oh.
1 point also for Sir Jean-Pierre
Well
for a
cut.
successful cut.
Congratulations, Jean-Pierre. Cabbage replacement coming up. Sir Jeffrey, what's the highest amount that they can score on this one again?
They can score a total of 3 points per run. With 2 passes, that can total 6 points.
Excellent. And if we added sausage, what could we have for dinner tonight?
You might want to talk to some Germans about that.
Gramercy.
But since this is England, I don't think there'll be too many Germans about.
No, I haven't seen many actually. German-free fare.
Are the cabbages set? Sir James, whenever you're ready.
My lords and ladies, give it up for Sir James. Hey!
Oh, unfortunately, no points for Sir James. His horse ran a bit wide on that one.
It's all right. It's still new. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause for that effort. And since there are no cabbages to redo, we're just waiting on Chevalier to
At
calm
your
his
leisure,
horse.
Jean-Pierre.
Looks like he's ready to go. You ready? Cheer him on, ladies and gentlemen. Cheer him on.
Oh, I'm afraid though that looked like a cut, I saw more strike to the post than to the cabbage. So
Indeed.
unfortunately, I cannot award any points for that run.
It's a shame.
So at the end of the cut and thrust, our points stand so. 1 point each on the cut and thrust. That added to the previous totals. 11 points for Chevalier Jean-Pierre and 6 points for Sir James.
Let's cheer for them, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but there's no way that I'd be able to wear 50 pounds of metal, ride upon a horse, and chop a cabbage. There's just no way.
It's not easy at all.
Not easy at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see what you came here for? At this time, we're going to invite those jousters to move their horses over to the mounting blocks, where they will then don their helmets so we can get them as safe as possible. Where are you going there? Gotta trade sides, you guys. James, over this way. There you go. You guys can shake hands if you'd like. Oh, okay, great. Glad you're chivalrous that way. All right, my lords and ladies, we are going to be doing a joust. Has anyone here seen a joust before? Yeah, all right. I don't think you've ever seen a joust like this before. Have you ever seen a real tournament joust before? No. Yeah? All right. Well, that's what these guys are going to be doing. What's going to happen is they're going to be riding forward towards each other within this area. It's called the tilt. That's what that wooden structure is. They're going to ride along that at each other with a lance. The lance will then have to aim at the shield that's upon the jouster. Am I getting this right?
That's right.
I'm
You're
not
doing
even
well
reading.
so far.
I'm not even reading it. That's how good it is. I just. All right, so they're going to have to hit that shield, and hopefully they'll get their lances split, which will get them some points. I'm going to turn it over to the marshal, and he'll tell you all about that.
I'll describe the points, but in a moment our squires, once they have the knights all armed in their helmets and shields, they will tell us what the signals are indicating the points.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's
the basic idea is that, as Lady Cassandra described, They will ride on either side of the tilt. The tilt is there to protect both the riders and the horses, to keep the horses from colliding, gives the horses something to guide on. They will start with their lances vertical and lower them slowly bit by bit in an attempt to strike their opponent's shield. The idea is that they want to hit their opponent as hard and as accurately as possible. As such, if the lance breaks on the shield, we award 3 points. If the lance breaks in an area between the neck and the waist, but not on the shield, I will award 2 points. For a lance that strikes but remains unbroken anywhere from neck to waist, I will award 1 point. That no-break strike is called an attaint. Occasionally, a rider is borne to the ground, although it is rare because these riders are quite excellent. In the case that a rider should be unhorsed, his opponent will receive 10 points, which is more than 3 passes combined with lesser scoring.
Sir Jeffrey, quick question. How much does their armor weigh?
Sir James' armor is about 80 pounds.
Woo! 80 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine carrying an extra 80 pounds.
The Chevalier's armor is probably very close to that.
Yowza.
They're both made of hardened steel, formed by hand and fitted exactly to the specs of their bodies. And it's impossible to do this sort of thing unless the armor fits very, very well and is very well made.
Sir, could you also explain their adornations on their helmets?
Adornations? We call them quite simply a crest.
Oh, the crest. Great.
The Chevalier has the Cross of Lorraine from where he's from on his head. And his colors are blue and gold. So James's crest is plumage with a finial. And on this mantle you'll see an echoing of his device, his 2 wolves with his sheaf of arrows above in red and white.
Excellent. Looks like the Chevalier is all ready to go. Just waiting on Sir James Hill to get his shield on, which is, of course, very important.
He has a baby?
That is what will protect him in this joust.
Oh. He's got a big belly.
I'm going to use this downtime to see if anybody got anything from the food vendors at this fair. Yeah? Anybody get some nosh? Eat some food? Yes? Ice cream? Who here got ice cream? Yeah, it's not school. Put your hands down. Just scream it out. Did you guys get some fries? No? Yeah? Some? What? Oh, they are. Whatever. My lords and ladies, anyone get a meat pie? Yeah, Oscars.
I got a meat pie. It was very nice.
What kind did you get?
I got steak and cheese. It was small, but it was very filling and very tasty.
My favorite at Oscar is Scotch eggs. My Scotch eggs are a little different. I just have a sip of Scotch and I eat an egg.
That's cheating.
My lords and ladies, it looks like Sir James Hill is ready. You guys want to shake on it? Yeah, look at that brotherly love. Let's give him a
Gentlemen,
round
are
of
you
applause.
ready? Would you like to take a couple of passes at the tilt? Settle your horses.
I believe they're going to make a couple of passes down the tilt so the horses get used to knowing what they're going to do. And ladies and gentlemen, when we do the joust, we're going to have 6 full passes. So they will start at their respective sides, have 3 full passes, and then we'll take a break where they switch sides, kind of like in another very popular game that's made after something else that you might know. They will switch sides and then make 3 more passes. So this is just a practice run. No lances. The horse is getting used to it. You can cheer for them now if you'd like to, or you can save your voice. Your choice. It's good to practice cheering, you know? It's warm for the soul. Hey, Ranger Chuck, right? Yeah, I remember. Excellent. Making that old man.
The Chevalier would like another pass, another practice pass. If Sir James is ready.
Helmet is down. Turning.
Sir James is ready.
Sir James is ready. Chevalier, you ready? Turning, and he's ready. Right on. Good job, gentlemen.
I assume you two have chosen your respective sides. Sir James will
Chevalier.
ride from the top of the field. The Chevalier will ride from the bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope by now you've all chosen your favorite jouster. So now this is the time. Are you going to root for the underdog, Sir James Hill? Or are you going to root for the current point champion, the Chevalier Jean-Pierre?
Sir James is armed and ready. Chevalier is armed and
Seems to
ready.
be ready. Right on! Cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, all right.
They've decided to have a mercy pass. The Chevalier not quite ready for that. They'll return to their respective ends, and we will run that one more time.
Sir James, if you would return to your other end, please.
It's up to one or both of the knights to decide if their opponent is at a disadvantage at the start of the run, and he has the right to lift his lance and hold it out to the side, signifying that he does not wish to strike his opponent. In which case, we usually will rerun the pass.
So we still have 3 runs for this first half.
The Chevalier is ready. Sir James lowers his visor, receives his lance.
Lance in hand, visor down.
Both being ready, at your leisure, gentlemen.
My lords and ladies, cheer on your favorite! Oh!
I see Sir James's lance is broken. I need to confer with my judges. I do have 2 points awarded to Sir James for a break on the body. First, the Chevalier, we had an interesting situation. The coronal struck the shield, but the actual break occurred as the lance came across his opponent's body. So the Chevalier is awarded 1 point for an attaint, which is a strike without a break with the lance hitting from the tip. As I said, the lance actually broke when it came across his opponent's body. It's important that the coronal be the first thing to strike, and that's what is necessary to strike and create the break in the lance.
Yeah, I saw it swiping, but I didn't get it. You did, you got a point for it. Okay, cool.
So we have 1 point for the Chevalier and 2 points for Sir James on that pass.
Let's give it up then, ladies and gentlemen!
And there are 2 more passes in this match. Sir James receives his lance.
Come on, Lucas. One more. Good boy.
Chevalier will receive his lance momentarily.
Down, pass the lance.
Visors are down.
Chevalier is armed. Sir James is ready.
Turned away.
Turned away. Turned away.
Chevalier is facing the tilt. Sir James, are you ready?
No, he's turning away.
Not yet.
Sir James appears ready.
He's ready.
Chevalier.
Turning for it.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, right on!
I see 2 breaks. 3 points. A strike to the shield for Sir James and 3 points. A strike to the shield for the Chevalier. Maximum points for both ranks.
That's what we're talking about. Hope you got those cameras on. That was a pretty shot. Your Majesty, I hope I wasn't blocking it for you. Excellent. Excellent. Wow, you're doing well? You have water? You good? Excellent. Well done, Jean-Pierre.
My shield.
My lords and ladies, it looks like we're going to do 1 more pass for this round.
We have 1 pass in the first match. Our third. Sir James lowers his visor. prepares to receive his lance.
Yeah, lance in hand.
The Chevalier has his visor lowered and is armed. Both riders being armed approach the tilt.
He's turned away.
He's turned towards you.
Ready.
Both are ready?
Nope.
Nope.
Chevalier
nope.
is facing
Turning.
the tilt. Sir James, are you ready? Right on if you wish.
Right on! Let's cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen! Oh.
I heard some contact there. No breaks.
Jean-Pierre did make contact.
I see an attaint for the Chevalier. I do not believe I see any points. No, I see no points for Sir James. Sir James missed. The Chevalier receives 1 point for a strike.
Congratulations to Chevalier Jean-Pierre. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them how you really feel. Loud and proud. Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah!
So are we. I want to, at this point, remind you we're going to swap the sides of the riders. So the Chevalier will be riding from that end, and Sir James will be riding from this end.
At the end of the first match, we have a tie score at the joust. 5 points each.
Ooh, well done, gentlemen. After this next round of jousting, 3 more passes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will then tally up the entire score for the entire day. And then we will know who the victor is for today. Also knowing how many points Jean-Pierre has going into next weekend. This is a tournament, and we will be crowning a victor next Sunday. After this joust today, though, you could come forward to the rope and pet and meet the horses. Take pictures with them, pet them. They are real live animals. You can interact with them. It's pretty great.
Sir James is lowering his visor, preparing to receive his lance.
Visors are
Sir
lowered.
James is armed. The Chevalier is armed.
Both riders are armed. Ladies and
Chevalier
gentlemen, let's
approaches the
cheer
tilt.
them on. Cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen. They're ready to go. Holding.
All right,
All
James,
set.
if you would return to your end, please. We will rerun that pass.
Good job, Loretta. Who's a good horsey. She's so good, isn't she, ladies and gentlemen? She is pretty.
I have to point out how difficult this is. Wearing 70 to 80 pounds of armor, a shield that limits the mobility of your rein hand, carrying a 6-pound lance that's tremendously unbalanced. It's quite difficult. Both riders appear ready, though faced away. So James turns.
Turning.
The Chevalier is facing. Both signal.
Let's cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen.
I see a 3-point break for Sir James to the Chevalier's shield. The Chevalier breaks his lance on Sir James's body for 2 points.
Good job.
Well done, Chevalier.
Well done, Sir James. Did I mention it's his first year jousting? We've got lovely squires running up to get those pieces of shard. They don't fit, no, because it got broken. That's how wood works. That's not how it works? I mean, that's how it works. When they split open, you can't get them back together. Too
We
many
have 2 more
pieces.
passes.
We've got 2 more passes, ladies and gentlemen. Visors down for James.
The Chevalier still has his visor up.
Come on, Sir James.
Sir James prepares to receive his lance, but he's waiting.
She loves it.
The communication between rider and horse is very important. They have to get the horse calm before they can take this run.
Careful, the camera.
If the horse is erratic, then it could run erratic
The
down.
Chevalier is armed and ready. Will you approach the
Sir
tilt,
James is
Chevalier?
turning.
Sir James appears ready.
Chevalier is turning, heading towards the tilt.
The Chevalier is facing the tilt.
James is turning.
Get it, Loretta.
So James is turning.
Signal. We hear-
Signal
we see
and on.
signals.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jim. Full contact.
Splinters everywhere. I see 2 breaks. 3 points to Sir James, a strike on the shield. 2 points for the Chevalier, a
Give
strike
it
to the
up for
body.
Loretta. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lucas. Lucas is who the Chevalier Jean-Pierre is riding. Marshall, what was that scoring again? The Knights were a little interested in that.
One moment, Lady Cassandra, I will confer with our squire again.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, are you having a good time? Good, good. Remember, we've got 2 more jousts next weekend.
Yes, to
Saturday
confirm the
and Sunday.
score, the Chevalier struck the body and broke his lance for 2 points. Sir James struck the shield, broke his lance for 3 points.
Woo! Sir James is climbing in those points, ladies and gentlemen.
I love Mr. Jet. I like that. The white and red.
Jean-Pierre is traveling down to speak with Sir James, I believe. Just trying to show off Lucas there, ladies and gentlemen. The Chevalier Jean-Pierre is riding upon Lucas. Like I said, you can meet these horses and the Knights after the show. Hang out, just come up to the rope. Do not cross the rope, but come up to it. Say hi, pet them. They're really nice. They feel soft. Soft like butter. Soft like Her Majesty's skin.
Sir James awaits his lance. Sir Chevalier
Don't want to be too far.
circles to receive his lance. Chevalier's visor is down. Sir James is armed.
Both are armed.
Both riders facing away.
Got this, Loretta.
Both are starting
Both
to turn.
turning.
Looks like they're almost ready. Chevalier is definitely ready. James is ready. Chevalier's turned away again.
The Chevalier is taking a circle to calm his horse, make sure he's lined up and ready for the pass, circling again. Sir James just needs to turn in as soon as Jean-Pierre is ready. Jean-Pierre is facing the tilt, ready for his run. Although Sir James decided to pull out. Sir James, please push your horse forward.
One more.
How many more passes do we have? This is the final
This is our final pass.
final pass, ladies and
These gentlemen are
gentlemen.
going to put everything they've got into this last pass. Sir James stands ready and is facing the tilt. Chevalier ready?
They're both ready, ladies
Right
and
on,
gentlemen.
Oh! Mighty, mighty strike. Both
Well
lances
struck.
broken.
There is a lance in his shield area. Wow. Well done, Chevalier. Yeah, that one was definitely broken. Launched in his shield.
Getting broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty fantastic. Are you ready to hear who the winner is? So am I. We're going to have to wait till those scores are tallied, but
We have 3 points with a strike to the shield for Sir James. Apparently, the Chevalier's lance broke, but did so under the opponent's shield, so he gets 2 points.
oh, 2 points. 2 is better than 0, Jean-Pierre. Oh, he's so nice.
So that's 2 points for the Chevalier and 3 points for Sir James.
Huzzah, ladies and gentlemen.
That's our third and final pass in the joust. If everyone will just be patient for just a moment, we will give you the totals for the entire day.
The Knights will return to their blocks, possibly remove their helmets. Take a little breather. Get some cool air going in there. There is no air conditioning in those suits, ladies and gentlemen. They are very, very warm.
I have some results for everybody. Are you ready to hear them?
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he did not hear you. Are you ready to hear the score?
The total for the two matches at the joust are the Chevalier Jean-Pierre de Lorraine, 11 points.
Huzzah!
Sir James Hill, 14 points. Now for the day and for the session, unfortunately, James's points in the joust did not make up for his lack of points in the skill at arms. So, Sir James scores a total of 20 points, and the Chevalier wins with 22 points.
My lords and ladies, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us here. Please, if you don't want to come up and say hi to the knights and pet the horses, enjoy this fair and everything that it has to offer. Buy something from one of the shops, eat something, drink something, be merry. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and have a great night. Your Majesty.
Thank you.